What up? Growth Rock here. All right, so this is just a form to try to explain that here's your final project, right? We've been doing all these teenagers that make these big changes and they use these strategies, right? So you got to pick who are you gonna choose? Are you gonna choose Greta Thunberg, Boyan Slat, Andrew Dunn, Claudette Colvin, Marley Diaz? Who are you gonna pick? Or are you gonna pick somebody else that you think has done change? But you gotta bring in actual evidence and stuff to prove that, okay? But you do have that option. So the first thing here, it says, what strategies did the teen game changers use? So it's not just what they did. What was their strategy to make it happen? For instance, Andrew Dunn made a website, right? Marley Diaz went in interviews and she wrote a book, right? What was her strategy? What was their strategy to make the thing happen? Boyan Slat's clean up the ocean, but how did he make that happen, right? So what strategy did he use to make his idea happen, okay, or her idea or whatever? So you gotta choose one. This is going to be due before or on May 27th, so you can turn it in early. Um, you got to complete one of these options, okay? So explain which option you're picking and why, right? So you don't know what the options are yet. So you don't have to do all of these, just one, okay? So you can do a listicle. A listicle is, well, you've done one. So, you can do a listicle, and there's a description of a listicle, and there's the example of the listicle right there, okay? There's option B, basically doing the same thing, but in a Google slide form and doing a screencastify like what I'm doing here, right? Where you're presenting, okay, I believe blah, blah, blah. You'll have your PowerPoint up or your Google slide up, and you'll just walk through and talk about your slides. And you'll see that. I got a link here for directions. And you'll see, like, right at the bottom, I got the notes. Everything that goes on the slide is at the bottom of the notes. You do all that, you're covered, okay? Option B, you could just write it as a paper. Okay, you could just do it that way. Option D, we're going to make up a Google form, and there's some pretty specific directions there for you. So you can have a Google form. You're just going to go through the same kind of thing. You're making a claim on all these. Everything you're doing, you're making a claim, reasoning, you're giving evidence, right? At least 3 pieces of evidence. You explain all those pieces of evidence. You give reasoning of why you picked that evidence and how it proves your claim. It all links back and ties back to your claim of why this is the most effective strategy. Okay. And then option, what is this? It's supposed to be on there. Option E, I guess, is basically like you do you. If you want to do it a different way, do it a different way as long as you get that information to us, right? Not Corona. Okay, so you can do an audio recording. You can make like a podcast. You can make a YouTube video. You can make a Prezi. You can do something new. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to do something that's like kind of a little more spelled out for you. You can do the Google form, the Google slide, the listicle. Those are those options. So I'll say it one more time. You pick out the strategy, right, from your team, and you're going to argue why that's the most effective strategy. And then you pick one of these options. One. All right. So hope that makes sense. God bless. We're going to give you some extra time to get this done. And then we'll wrap it up. We'll tie this up in a bow. And you guys will be done and ready to go to high school. If you didn't do some of the other stuff, go back and if you didn't do Marley Diaz, go back and do Marley Diaz. You didn't do Boyan Slat, go back and do Boyan Slat. You feel me? All right. I see y'all. I hope you're doing well. This is it. So just knock it out. Get it done. Get done before 27th. It's all done. The ELA is a wrap, right? All right. Peace.